God's name. Am I in trouble? Let's go. We're going to need another thing. Thank you. Thanks for the money, too. Let's go. Come on, reel them in. Get the fish. You guys ready for the party? Yeah. Welcome to the madness that will ensue at the House of Blues.
I think it's fantastic, and I'm glad to see that the first 10 years have been successful, and I'm looking forward to the next 10 with MotoWorld.
Tonight at the House of Blues, we are going to look at 10 years of the most exciting race footage from MotoWorld, now MotoWorld 1. Kind of used to be a little tired and sleepy. Then I came on the scene with Rico. Yeah! Now it's 90s happening. They take all the cool stuff that I do for MotoWorld 2, they mix it down and say it's MotoWorld. All the other guys, beards, you know, suit. Don't let this tie fool you. Yeah!
MW2 is brought to you by Honda Motorcycles, the leader in on- and off-road fun. Honda, come ride with us. And by Suzuki. Right now, your Suzuki dealer has the ride you've been waiting for and the financing to get it.
In this day and age, everybody makes mistakes. We're going to go to some of the most radical blooper footage. You know those announcers, they get the big bucks? Like me! Never made a mistake in my whole life. All the big guys screw up. We're going to look at the best footage ever. Okay, you're rolling.
Thanks, Dave. The key for all... I just spit all over the mic. And Mike LaRocco did exactly the same thing in back last year.
But it took just one bad race during the series in Indianapolis.
Well, thank you. For MotoWorld, this is Ben Cheatwood.
So the future holds a really bright things for motorcycling. American road racing.
That was beautiful, Gene.
It has the biggest purse, the largest number of competitor entries, and the most spectator enthusiasm out of any of the races we go to.
Enthusiasm. We're looking forward to that spectator enthusiasm.
If I can't be out there racing, the next best place to be is right here working with you. I heard you going. Well, I would have forgot to.
Yes, this looks like in the early 70s when I used to race, that with the factory participation with Yamaha, Suzuki, and boy, who else is it? Yamaha, yeah. Rick Johnson, the magic man of motocross, was on a roll looking for his third win in a row.
And Gene, it looks like Daytona 1986 is very nice and over with.
This week's Coors Behind the Scenes segment focuses on a national championship motocross event. But on this occasion, rather than capture the racing action, we decided to capture the officials at work who put on the show. Steve Saunders reports. Professional competition is an ageless spurt. Spurt in the... Gary got a roll.
And with that, we're out of time. For MotoWorld, I'm Larry Myers.
There's no doubt the curl is going to be a factor tonight, right? I'm very warm right now. Bob Hurricane Hanna. He hasn't provided the excitement at this year's Supercross Series. Only because I'm not riding, though. Otherwise, I would have.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Myers from Tampa Stadium. The Supercross Series is...
The starting gate is probably the most critical.
We're not great announcers like Larry Myers.
One of the parties held earlier this week.
Hi, I'm Rick Johnson. Hi, I'm Johnny O'Mara. I'm David Bailey. Stay tuned for action at the Dallas Supercross.
Hi, I'm Rick Johnson.
Johnny O'Mara.
There you go. Pay attention.
Sunset Strip, the city of the stars, Los Angeles, House of Blues.
We're here hanging out. This is the big 10th anniversary party.
10th anniversary of MotoWorld. Can you imagine? 10 years?
Hey, MotoWorld 2 is going to go 20 years.
No. But it's unusual to have a TV show on for 10 years. All kinds of action going on inside, right, Jerry? Huh? Well, the whole motorcycle world is there, you know? I mean, let's go.
Hello, I'm Larry Myers, and welcome to the premiere edition of MotoWorld, a series that will showcase the exciting and fascinating world of motorcycle racing.
With those words, Larry Myers gave birth to one of the longest-running series in cable television. Now entering its 10th season, MotoWorld was a gamble when it first hit the airwaves in October of 1984.
The way in which I approached it was, how does the news do it? How do anthology shows operate? How do you cover the gamut of something in 1 hour or 1/2 hour and keep it newsworthy? And thus was born MotoWorld.
MotoWorld began as a monthly half-hour program, then expanded to an hour in October of 1985. In January of 1987, the show moved to the Nashville network, where it grew to 26 yearly episodes, airing 3 times each Sunday. It was in the early years where MotoWorld's base philosophy matured.
We decided early if it had 2 wheels and it was competitive racing, we were going to cover it.
In 1990, MotoWorld moved to its current home on ESPN, expanding to 52 original episodes the following year.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dave Despain. This is MotoWorld.
Thanks to the sponsor support of Honda and Suzuki, MotoWorld now offers the most comprehensive television coverage of the motorcycle industry in the world.
So no matter what we did, it was right, because no one knew any better. And the motorcycle people that tuned in to watch were very, very happy, and we could do no wrong. How could we be wrong? What would they compare us to? We did it all right, we learned together, and I think we got some pretty good stuff out of those early years.
Like you, Dave.
Today, the coverage is worldwide. The appetite for knowledge insatiable.
We have a staff of approximately 36 people, not to mention about 150 freelance photographers throughout the world, covering events from everything to a Grand Prix in Malaysia to a hare scrambles in Alabama.
MotoWorld has helped create a sophisticated viewer that demands excellence and provided a mainstream avenue for the industry itself.
And the cuts are quick and the camera angles are superb, and you really get a sense of being at a race, say a supercross, whereas 10, 15 years ago it was just a camera up on top of a stadium.
MotoWorld has helped spur the dramatic growth in motorcycles, which now has every major racing series on the air. While this growth can be attributed to several factors, MotoWorld's influence cannot be discounted.
I don't see that we would have what we had today if it wasn't for MotoWorld breaking that ice.
I look forward to seeing the 20th anniversary of MotoWorld. I mean, it's going to happen, and I think MotoWorld could always be there.
It's just patron money.
It's been a lot of fun being on MotoWorld. I really appreciate all the highlights and lowlights you guys have given me, and like to wish MotoWorld a happy 10th anniversary, and I'm looking forward to a lot more.
Welcome back to the biggest industry-related schmooze party you've ever seen in the motorcycling industry. I'm here with sometime MotoWorld once. It's a bright light, Joe. MotoWorld 1 Joe Colombero and American Suzuki.
I would love to ride motocross again, but I'm too old and too fat.
How'd you get that job? Joe's had emphysema for quite some time, but we're working on it. We have a little medication. Joe, You want to toss to that piece with me? Show them how it's done, because I'm new at this and you've been around for a long time.
Here's something about motorcycles.
Okay, let's look at that piece of great interviews, because that one really, really sucked.
You are without question the highest paid motocrosser in the world. Bob, are you doing it now for the money, or do you still have something to prove?
Both. I do it for the money because they pay me too much to quit, and obviously I need the money. But I have something to prove too. I don't just ride around out there to collect a check. I ride around out there to beat everybody, and you know, I've got my ego, you know, to fill too, and I like to be the best, no matter what I'm paid. Well, I think that there's some people that do treat me a little bit different, but I'd rather just treat me the Jeremy I am, you know.
But you don't see why they think you're a superstar?
Well, yeah, I see it on paper, but I don't want to be treated like that. I try not to treat people like I'm a superstar, so I just try and act normal.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, it was something, it was a dream that come true, you know, that I'd been sitting on for years, and thought, well, I'll be darned, you know, something, no bad luck this year, you know, we got the #1 plate, and I guess as soon as I got #1 plate, I was already thinking about keeping it for the next year. I thought, well, I knew how hard it is to get, I wonder if it's going to be this hard to keep.
It got to where I followed all year. And, you know, I made the statement when I got into the sport, the time that I felt like I wasn't competitive, or the time I didn't enjoy it, I was going to do something else. And you know, I know I'm still competitive, and know I could still be out there winning races, but that wasn't what was making me happy. And you know, I got to face a new challenge.
Sheen was world champion at that time, and because I read English, and he being from England and being the national hero, he just said, hey, you know, they said, what about Kenny Roberts coming over, and what kind of threat is he going to be? And he just said, no threat. Then I got excited. Then I wanted to go over there. And to me, going over and beating him, and to me that was the biggest thing. And putting a, you know, to me, being an American and winning for the first time.
When you race for a world championship, that's the way you have to look at it. And sometimes you take risks that are, you know, 99% of the time you get away from. And this particular time was, I didn't, and it's really the racer's nightmare is ending up in a wheelchair. And well, I know it was my nightmare, but it happened, and it's been a big change to my lifestyle. But I can see the road down the path that everything's going to be okay, and we'll come out of this thing okay.
I have a really good close friend. His name's Ed. He's a big super producer. He works really hard every day, along with all the other guys at Seals. Let's go look at their job, because it's so interesting.
Taking sole possession of the lead position.
MotoWorld's a constant race against the clock. There's always a time factor because the show needs to be satellited out Wednesday night. So you're up against 2.5 days to get the show done. I'm booking events, I'm setting angles with reporters and photographers.
Can you help me out with some information on that? Can you send me results? Can you call the main number?
Ed, what do we have?
All motocross.
Okay.
Covered last year.
Yeah.
Doing business. 2 tapes.
You got the results?
Recorder. Yeah.
Peace. How long do you need it?
2 minutes.
2 minutes? 2 minutes.
That means 2 minutes.
Okay, I promise. Level. Number 92, Mike Brown, was scorching the track. Brown leads the defending champ by 16 points, with Karsten and Krein still in the hunt. Now to the edit room.
Coming off an opening round win, took the lead from hole through the very start.
You cut it with the idea that you'd like to feel like you're really actually in the race.
When you go Honda scoreboard, we're going to need to get that time back somewhere.
Schultz is simply unstoppable in the NHRA drag racing.
What we're doing right now is we're recording studio leads. The stories will be added to it to make it appear as if it's a pretty much live, roll-through half-hour program.
You're saying on camera 1. Okay, stand by. Going first bid.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to MotoWorld. I'm Dave Despain, along with Art Eckman, and I'm here to tell you about the latest.
Dave, I'd like you just to move a tad to your left.
It doesn't always go this smoothly. Art, what's on your agenda this week?
Well, Dave, Jeremy McGrath is making silly season headline.
Lead to cross country, item 42.
Item 42 is what we're doing, guys.
It takes time to coordinate this show, as you can tell by now.
Give that man a free trip from the Dayton Motorcycle Club to the Hill Climb Finals. That's it. We got to get out of here.
That's a wrap. Yeah. Now we gotta watch it and then pray. Good Catholic boy. Hardest thing is watching the show back. But when you don't watch it, it's always a mistake.
Last step.
Levels look okay? Everything looks fine? Okay, I'm bringing it to you now. That's it.
I think really and truly it's been very good for the sport. They've brought the level of motorcycle racers up to a notch that people didn't believe it could come to.
Okay, you've seen all the people, man, the hard work. Wish my show would go on for 10 years, but you know, I think you're gonna get to see it all. We're gonna see it all. World 2, we're gonna go forever. You're never gonna be able to stop us. Let's see, but I get to work with Rick Pendleton and Dan Walsh. You don't get to work with Ed Conlon. He's the biggest guy in the world. Look at this, cars. Want to see a good trick? You never see that on MotoWorld 1.
Come here, I gotta show you something. You gotta see this stuff. Come here. Come here. Get in here. Look at lids. Lids aplenty. Lids abound. Many, many lids. Huh? Huh?
Traveling down Daytona's Tri-Oval at 170 miles an hour, his rear tire blew. Sheen was thrown to the pavement like a rag doll. Sheen was thought dead as help arrived. Incredibly, he survived. 7 weeks later, he was back racing and winning.
And once the ride was complete, riders headed inside to learn just how helpful their efforts had been.
$387,000 raised by motorcyclists.
We hope that this is our small contribution to help society here in the United States with one of the major problems that's afflicting the cause and death of children.
Maybe you could talk nice to Dad. Maybe you could talk him into getting a motorcycle. You think that'd work?
Spencer showed why many regard him as the fastest rider in the world. He clawed back through the pack to take over the lead at the midway point. Once in the lead, Spencer never put a wheel out of place, winning Daytona's Triple Crown.
Rear wheel. The pressure was on, and with 4 laps to go, resulted in this. Ward is down with Hanna hung up on Ward's bike. He works free and is away at the head of the pack. Hanna was written off by many, but not the record crowd at Daytona. They roared their approval as Hanna took a record 3rd Daytona win.
Again, Mike Craig crashed, handing Jeremy his 6th win of the year, and summed up the '93 season.
No experience. I've been racing longer than McGrath. He's flat beat. I don't know what it is. I guess he must be a better rider.
Take a bow, kid. Pretty impressive. And disbelieving Yamaha crew couldn't quite grasp what had happened to their hero. And in the end, the most amazing finish of the year was not at all spectacular. Stanton simply putted past the checker and fell into an uncharacteristically emotional victory celebration. When the chips were down, he had pulled out his 3rd career Supercross championship. There was anger in the rival camp, but to his enduring credit, Bradshaw took it like a man. Turk stays in tight, and Carl does the truly unbelievable around the outside and almost up the pit entrance. He gets her turned just in time and pulls off his 2nd $5,000 win of the day. That's an amazing pass.
You can find the Andretti family residing on Victory Lane, the street named by the town fathers after Andretti's 500th victory in '69. It is in Nazareth where he lives today when he's off the racetrack, and it is here where he pursues his other love, riding motorcycles.
Our enduring memory of 1993 is of Ricky Graham. First at the finish, Graham back on top after all these years. Graham, AMA MotoWorld Athlete of the Year.
MW2 has been brought to you by Honda Motorcycles, the leader in on and off-road fun. Honda, come ride with us. And by Suzuki. Right now, your Suzuki dealer has the ride you've been waiting for and the financing to get it.
Oh, it was a fantastic party, one that matched the fine 10-year achievements of MotoWorld. And, oh, nice tie clip.
Great ice water. Feeling good. Thanks, Art.
Well, everyone had a wonderful time, and it gave all the employees of Seals Communications a good chance to thank those responsible for putting us on the air.
It's true, there's a lot of people behind the scenes between the great racing in the world. Those guys put together a super show, and we're pretty lucky to have this job. Get paid?
Here's to another great 10 years.